welcome back to your live continuing coverage of NAB 2017 here in Las Vegas, Nevada, live from the Las Vegas Convention Center in the Live View booth. I'm Michael Artsis. This is BeTerrific, your live continuing BeTerrific coverage. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special at BeTerrific TV on all social media. And I wanted to say, we just talked to DJI. Dave went out there, checked out the goggles. He says they're unbelievable. So they now have POV goggles. Also, we'll have Facebook on in just a little bit. And, of course, Sony later. Allison Berger will be doing the Sony interview. It's going to be pretty spectacular. She just did one with GoPro that we taped because we had a scheduling conflict. But she's going to be live from Sony in a little while. I've got Rudy here, and I'm really excited. You guys know Rudy. At BeTerrific TV on all social media, by the way. And Rudy has a company called Switchboard. And you can go to switchboard.live.
Correct.
Switchboard is really something that everybody who does live streaming should have now at this point. Unless you're just streaming off your phone, you can use it with that.
Yeah.
But if you were just streaming off your phone for fun to your friends, maybe you don't need it. The idea is that everything today needs to be simulcast. You have to put it on your Facebook page, your YouTube page, your live stream page, your Periscope, your Meerkat, your...
No Meerkat.
No Meerkat.
Yeah,
Bye,
Meerkat.
Meerkat. Sorry. I don't know. I wanted to throw that one in
R.I.P.,
there.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon Snapchat, I'm sure. Everything is live, and everywhere we want to be live. So how do you pick what platform? You don't. You just put it on every platform, and you let everybody watch where they want to watch.
Correct. Yep.
We have viewers, the Terrifics, who say, we want to be on YouTube, so we can put it on the big screen TV. YouTube has better compression. Okay. We want to be on Facebook. Okay. We want to be on this, that, the other thing. You figured out how I can send you a signal, and you can then fan it out to everybody else. So it's pretty easy. I go into your platform, it's a dashboard, and I set up my account, and I say, okay, I'm going to send you a signal. What's the RTMP? And I send you the signal using an RTMP. You then say, where would you like to send that signal? And I say, YouTube. Here's my YouTube login. Facebook. Here's my Facebook login. Periscope. Here's my Periscope login. You do all the transcoding, up, down, sideways, left, right, and everything, and boom, send it off. All I have to worry about is streaming to you, and then you take care of everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Interview's over.
Have a nice day. And we'll be back right after this. So, how did you think of this?
Well, it's a funny story. So, a colleague of mine, right, at a school came to me and said, hey, Rudy, we have a need to send our live stream to two different websites, right? Our conference website as well as another website. Is there a way to do that? I don't want to have multiple encoders, multiple people, multiple setups, and so the goal was like, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that, and so that's what we did, is we kind of put together some rudimentary system, you know, some hack, and for a whole year, we actually made that work, where you send one stream, and we hit this configuration, and it would go live. But it didn't dawn to me for about a year later, where we had other people come up to me and say, you know, hey, you know what you guys did here makes sense. Is there a way to do that for these other platforms? And that's kind of when that aha moment happened. It's let's put an interface. Let's make it really easy so that anyone can sign up and then go live to all their platforms.
So some of the platforms are starting to do this themselves, right? Especially the ones you pay, if you pay top dollar for them, maybe like Bright Cove. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if they do. How do you compete with those platforms as you move forward, and how do you differentiate yourself? I think I know the answer, but I want the Terrifics to know the answer.
Well, so for us, we solved that initial problem. That was a technical challenge. And now that we've kind of, you know, lack of better words, perfected that, what we really realized, the value of what we're doing, it's being able to reach and grow the audience. It's be able to get the analytics, to see how many people are watching that event on all the different platforms, how many thumbs up, how many likes. So that's the next step. That's where we see the true value of being able to have your content on all these platforms, because having that there, you know, you want to make sure you have the engagement. You want to make sure you're able to reach.
Well, and I don't want to go to 25 places now to track all that engagement and all those analytics. So I think having it in one dashboard is great. I also think if you send a Periscope, you can re-encode and figure out the bit rate and the size that Periscope needs, which is weird and it's odd. But YouTube also likes 720, so you can give 720. But I can come to you at 1080 and also feed that to this partner, that partner, that partner, and that partner. And so I think that that's a differentiator, because a lot of the platforms that are letting you do it are saying, okay, well, here, give us your signal, and we'll take that signal and send it here, 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 and here. And it doesn't necessarily work for this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. it only works for 2 of the ones you want. You're getting it to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just because we've been doing this for a fair amount of time now in this space, right? And so being able to create these workflows so that you are able to not only push the stream in the right format, but think about the publishing, right? The description, the title, all that information. We do that as well. So it's really a one-stop shop.
And I can have a different description on YouTube than I have on Facebook because the Facebook audience might need a different description.
Correct.
This is the difference of when your business, when your sole business is doing what you do, as opposed to those other guys are kind of throwing it on as a feature.
As a feature, right? Yeah, and I mean, and in some cases that makes sense, right? You may have a product or a player that supported that, but as soon as you're ready to kind of elevate that and add in more destinations, being able to manage that, that's a challenge in itself.
So we are using Switchboard here. We're sending to YouTube, our Facebook, all that stuff.
Awesome.
We're going to expand that offering tomorrow. And we're going to, can we add Periscope?
100%, yeah.
We're going to add our Periscope. We like doing this on Periscope. And the other thing is you can stop and start them each individually. So for Periscope, I've found that the audience likes to watch for about 15 minutes, the same with Facebook. And then you want to alert a new audience.
Yep.
If you keep, what we do here, we do like 8 hours a day. You don't want Periscope to have an 8-hour Periscope.
Archive, exactly, yeah.
And you also don't want, the people won't watch for 8 hours on Periscope. They'll do quick hits. So it's good to be able to turn on and off Periscope and Facebook, yet our live stream, we want to be streaming all day long.
Yeah, and actually we support Periscope's API right out the box. So publishing the title, starting the event, grabbing information, so no copy-paste from the app. We're one of their launch partners for their full Periscope API.
Are you working advertising into some of these? So what I mean by that is, in some cases, you can hook up with ad networks and put advertising through your streams. Now, some of them you can't, like YouTube, right? You have to be a YouTube partner, and you have to do what their advertising is. Are you going to allow ad networks to work with you in the future to be able to say, this one can take advertising, this one can, and then when we want to go to commercial, we can implement advertising across the ones that can take it?
Yeah, I mean, those are the type of things that
Am I hired?
We have in our roadmap. Phase 1 is making sure we perfect that workflow, but that's what they want, right? That's what the customers want, so it makes sense. So yeah. That's something that we definitely have.
And then what happens afterwards with the archive? So like YouTube automatically makes the archive, some do, some don't. Are you kind of helping that process along?
Yeah, for part of our roadmap for our next evolution. So Joycaster was our first product out, really focused on that individual, that creator. Actually today, we now have Switchboard Cloud, which is our next version of that, which is really focused on that professional business and enterprise user. And so some of those features will now become available, archiving, and so forth, because those are the features that are really germane to that type of audience.
It's also a good backup too. What about thumbnails? I think thumbnails are super important.
Yep.
Because I want to be able to custom upload my thumbnail or my poster for the event.
Yep.
And
yeah, the goal is for us, and part of that API integration is to really support the platforms in the same manner as if you were streaming directly to them itself. Right. And so that's our goal, is to make sure when you're publishing there, it's as if you were going there directly.
Very cool. How much does it cost for me to get involved with Switchboard Live?
So we have the full gamut. We have a free package where you can start off and stream to 3 different destinations, and you can try that out. And then you can migrate up to the $25 package, which allows you to stream to 5 total destinations. And then when you're ready to make the jump to a producer level, we have entry price points that start at $95 per month.
What are we on?
You guys are on.
We're on the $95.
I believe so. Yeah.
We're on the very
producer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is the Switchboard Cloud Professional.
We're on the professional.
Yep.
I mean, we're professionals.
You're professionals,
so
exactly. Yeah.
Rudy, it's really awesome. How did you get into the business? Like, how did you see this as a path?
That's a good question. Couple past companies. I was in kind of sports video, working for those companies, and I just had this natural, affinity to video, and it's something that always piqued my interest. Live streaming for these companies was one of the things that we provided, and so that was my responsibility, making sure that 20,000 live events for universities and colleges went live.
But you had to, you had to develop this on your own. You couldn't go to an investor and say, this is what I want to develop, because they didn't know who you were probably.
Oh, yeah, it was challenging.
And thought you were crazy.
Yeah.
And, okay, but I don't know how you're going to make money doing this. I mean, you almost, this is one of those things that I think you had to build, correct me if I'm wrong, and show a proof of concept.
We did.
Before you could get an investment dollar. But what did you know coding?
No. So it's funny. So like the idea for that Joycaster product was, I know the date. It was August 22nd, 2013.
August 22nd, 2013. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's an important date in history too.
8/20. You think?
8/22/13. Yeah, I don't know why, but okay.
Okay, that was the aha moment, right?
Okay.
And we had our first kind of MVP product built. We had to first go out and recruit a team, and we went through a small accelerator down in Orlando. Went through that because this was all a learning experience, right? It's a journey for me leaving a corporate experience.
Where were you corporate?
I worked at a company called New Line and XOS Digital. So yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I worked at those companies.
That's got to be, to leave them to do this. You must have not only really had confidence in this, but it must have been a little scary.
It was. It was that jump. And by September of 2014, we did our very first paid event, which was an event with Dick Clark Productions out in Beverly Hills, Streaming Award Show. And so that was our proof of concept. And for the next 18 months, we kind of bootstrapped the event. Bootstrapped the company building by ourselves.
So how did you code it originally? You had to find coders, and you had to not raise money necessarily, but you had to put money together to get them to code.
Bootstrap. They saw the vision. They saw the idea.
Isn't this a great story?
I think so. I think we talk about there's going to be a movie one day.
I hope so.
But it was. I remember pitching. A guy I used to work with in December, asking him if he knew anybody that could help me program. And he came back 2 weeks later and was like, Rudy, this is actually something I'm interested in. How can I be a part of this? I'm willing to invest my time. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. Yeah. And so that's how it started.
Well, you've got a great team. It's switchboard.live.
Correct.
We love it. Will there be integration into LiveView, into the LU600 in the future so that I can more easily control?
Hopefully, yeah. So right now we're 100% integrated with LiveView Solo. So that's, a non-starter there. But the goal will be to get integrated with LU Central as well. So I think I definitely see that on the horizon. So
that's very cool.
Working with the team here.
Wow. Switchboard.live, switchboard.live. You got to check it out. We love it.
Appreciate it,
We
man.
love you, Rudy. You're amazing, and it's really a great, phenomenal product.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for being here. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Facebook on and a whole lot more. Stay with us. This is your live continuing coverage of NAB 2017 here live from Las Vegas, Nevada at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas. Stay with us.